Who gives a shit? You're the fucking honey badgers of arrows.
Do I have
I can
line of
even
sight
ignore
on him
total
where
cover.
I was?
Do you have
Actually,
what?
you know what? Screw it. I'll just full shot him. Because
Okay.
I have improved precise shot.
Okay, so you're
That's-
just like luck shotting, hoping that you hit where you're shooting at?
Pretty much.
Okay.
Well, I know which square it is. Because multiple people have been hitting that square.
Yeah, sure. Honey badger don't give a shit. You'll need to roll for all your mischances, of course. And you're shooting lethally?
Yeah.
Okay.
So... Alright, I'll just do D4. High good. And how many of those do I need to roll? Let's
All
see.
of them.
4.
Well, the smoke goggles say they're treated as having concealment, but doesn't your precise shot ignore concealment?
Some
Except-
archers have an ability
Yeah.
that ignores any concealment beyond total.
Right.
So the smoke goggles mean nothing to them.
Yeah, I just realized I should put on my smoke goggles because I actually have
So, improved
Dang,
precise
weapon
shot
things.
is your range attacks ignore the AC bonus granted by targets anything less than total cover, and the mischance granted to targets by anything less than total concealment. And
Yep,
I have
and
improved
this-
precise shot.
So you need to roll to confirm the critical.
So let's see, that was which shot? The last one. So D20 plus 10. So just count the last one of these. So 27.
Okay. So you take this stone head right off the creature, and it turns to look at you accusingly for a moment, Grant. And of course, only Dee Dee can see it. And you hear it say, "I was just trying to find my captain." And then the whole statue just shatters into tiny pebbles.
Again, make whole.
Simo.
Simo will move to here and ready in action to attack if something aggressive comes at me.
Okay. Dee Dee.
You have to, shoot, I don't know where to go. I'll just fly to here. Do I have to make a hover check right there or no, or
Yep.
doesn't matter?
If you're moving less than half your movement, you do need to hover check.
Yeah, it's DC 15, so
Yeah, you
I'm
easily
more than
make
half. And I do that snake style and do the same thing I did last round, just perception and ready in action to, I guess, lethally attack anything that comes within my purview.
Okay.
There's my perception 20 because I would subtract 4 because smoke goggles.
Let's see here. I don't think you have a chance. Yeah, you couldn't possibly detect anything currently.
Okay. Unless they're invisible.
That is a good point. I will need to roll for it now. Forgot that you have see invisibility. You are the one with see invisibility, right?
Correct.
Okay, actually, you do see something.
I had a 20 perception, so unless they...
Oh, you have a 20 perception? My
Because
bad,
the
you
smoke
don't
goggles.
see anything. Forget
Because
what
the
I
smoke
said.
goggles, sorry.
Forget what I said. You saw nothing. And are you
These are
readying
not-
an attack in case something comes at you?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so has everyone here played Borderlands?
yes.
No.
No?
No.
That's too bad. Alright, so imagine like Kill Bill or something. Anything where when someone appears on screen, it has like their name show up under them.
Yeah.
Or something dramatic like that. So the giant ape Datunga like starts moving forward, and you even see like a tag over top of him that just says Datunga. And he's just like and he begins
Datunga.
Are you
screaming.
telling me I
enters the
couldn't see
battle.
that thing?
And no, I told you guys that there was a giant ape there.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that
We
was
just
the
said we
thing
saw
that
it.
was hiding.
And Dee Dee, you easily recognize that this creature is entering a rage state. And
It's bad, though.
he uses his climb and all of his other junk. He has 15-foot reach, so Dee Dee and him are both going to get attacks on each other. I think they're 15
Okay.
feet away from each other now. No,
As a
he's-
free action, I want to say, oh shit, sorry.
Sure. Yeah, go ahead. You get your attack at the same time he gets his attack.
Okay.
And can Simo take his ready action?
Yes, you get your readied one shot.
Make it count.
A 28.
28 will hit. Be so funny if
Actually,
they gave him
it's a 27.
snatch arrows. I'd love that. I had someone who was being a super dick about that the other day. They had snatch arrows, and I was only landing like one attack. It made me so mad. It was you! It was you! It was your son Archer! You were blocking all of my critical attacks.
That's right. It was the last
I
game.
was furious. The one time it actually is relevant, that stupid feat
It's like,
completely negates a horde full of, like an entire room full of guys throwing arrows at you. Okay, let's see here.
Don't feel bad.
Start grapple as though it has grab.
me as a GM, my goblin did a crit with a gun, and I just did the deflect arrow on it. It was just like, teehee.
He is a magical beast, correct?
No, he's an animal.
Ah, okay.
Hashtag suck it. So your 36 will hit, as will your 28. So let me just subtract that damage there. He has DR, which you guys will not penetrate with your attacks.
Okay.
23 and...
I have adamantine. Does it matter?
No.
Cold, silver.
I've told
Cold
you,
iron,
I will
silver.
say this, that you saw him start raging, so...
It's
Okay.
a dash.
Let's see here. He is going to slam into you. What ability will he use?
Can I use snake style to block this?
Yes, you can make a sense motive against his attack.
That's a lot of sense motive, sir.
Let's see here.
Ah,
I haven't even rolled the attack yet, but sure.
Does it,
he have a feeling that's probably gonna hit. You see a giant monkey coming at you, raging. You know it's gonna hit you.
So let me see.
Okay.
He has power attack. I gotta do the math. He's got a 17, which is 4 4s, so that's -5 plus 10. So it is a plus 20 attack. It will hit, but you will snake style it. So you see his like massive jaws start reaching out towards you, and you're just like snake style. And to him, it just appears as if you move like 5 inches to the left and completely dodge his attack.
Oh, that looks
I
scary.
suspect that was one attack that was a very good idea to dodge.
That's scary.
Cello.
Let me see. First, Broke is gonna 5-foot shift right here. Can he? I'm not sure if that's a pillar or not.
He's flying, right?
Yeah, like hovering above the ground.
How high?
What's Dee Dee's
10
at?
feet.
No, I'll
DD's
be
10,
at.
I think.
Okay,
Dee Dee's
they'll
Yeah,
be
you
at.
put
should be
him up.
fine.
Be with Dee Dee. I need to put the wings on him because this dog has wings. Then he's gonna full round attack.
Okay.
Auto miss on the first one.
Yeah.
Do any of the other ones hit?
Everything hits. Tatunga
Oh my
don't
God.
give a shit. He takes all
He's
of your
rangy.
attacks.
Okay then. I said Tatunga. Apparently you don't give a shit, so I will make a
Tatunga
fly
is
check.
It becomes clear that he does not speak whatever language you're attempting to speak to him.
I'll do a fly check to move up 5 feet. Let me see what my fly is. It's a 20 and I have a 20, so auto make. And I'm gonna shoot Tatunga. I got point blank shot because I'm above everybody else. I shouldn't block. They shouldn't block me from shooting, right?
Well, DD is... You can only go 20 feet high. DD is like 10 feet tall and is at 10 feet. So
Appreciate
they're
DD.
definitely cock blocking you. 100%.
You know what? I'm gonna put on my smoke goggles because I realized I have an arrow of seeking,
Okay.
and I was like, why didn't I think of that before?
Okay, so you're flying up and putting on your goggles?
Yes.
Okay.
I can look like a boss.
All right, Grant.
Okay, Grant is going to 5-foot step up to there, and then he is going to full attack on the monkey. So, That is 1 crit chance. Yes. So,
It should be noted your guys' holy damage is going through on this thing.
all right.
Yeah.
So, 28. 2 minus 3 is 19.
Be right back. Need water.
Okay, so you've opened up some pretty horrifying wounds on this creature at this point. But it's still standing. I will need you to roll to confirm a crit.
All right.
That might be a game
That
changer.
was on the third one, so count the third attack on this.
Yep. That will confirm. Can you roll one more damage? I'll take the damage right below
Just take
it.
the damage from that
Yeah.
one.
Okay.
So that's 25.
Right, but your bow's a triple damage crit.
Yeah, so take the one below.
Yep. So let's see here. The first attack is 11 plus 7. It's 18, 25, and 25. It is still alive after these horrifyingly brutal attacks you guys have laid down, which brings up Simo.
Finish it.
Simo will.
Fatality.
See how
I
big
mean, at
he
this
is.
point, it's got like a dozen arrows hanging out of it, and he's still just like.
Simo will, seeing how big it is, and I will perfect strike
Okay. Which
with
attack?
a flurry, and use a key point to add an attack.
Okay, which attack are you perfect striking with?
It's added in. It should be the fourth strike,
Okay.
fifth attack.
So your last one, basically.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's added into the macro.
Right? 30 for 20. 17. Yeah, he dies. So you like chain 6 or 7 arrows into the same location on his body, and he just cracks apart into pebbles. And there's just like this gigantic mound of pebbles sitting there. Dee.
As a free action, I said, man, that creature belongs in a museum.
Yeah.
And how about I just sit there, pop my wand of enlarged person, and recast it again? That's it.
Okay. All right. You see someone approaching you, Dee.
Oh, I tell everybody.
Can you point out the general square?
It's that person's turn as it's happening, and
Okay.
he may not have time to point out that general square. We'll see. 20, 30. Dee, I'm going to need you to make a fort save. As
Sure.
this creature looks you in the eyes and sees that you can see her, so she's looking
Yeah.
at you, looking at her, looking at you. And you feel
Okay.
yourself slowing down. You're like, no.
I don't think I feel anything. I got goggles on, so...
Yeah, you're just like, you brush it off. You're like, oh,
And I have death penalty saves and everything at 34. Yeah, go for it.
okay. And so Dee can point out the general square. Zello.
You point out the general scare. Square.
Sounds like
What was
Clitoris
it?
time.
Is it a basilisk?
Actually, I'm sorry. She used an offensive ability, so that's going to knock her out of invisibility. It's not a basilisk. It looks kind of like this. I will not ask you to make fort saves when your players look at this. Just for irony's sake. There's a woman with snakes for hair. I'm sure that this is all surprising to you. You've never read Greek mythology.
Well, I could see her and I actually have a line of shot against her, so for once in a long time, my character would use his bow and shoot that thing.
Oh, her gaze is only 30 feet. Oh, it's so annoying. Alright. You shoot a lot of bullets. 22 will hit. Lots of damage incoming. So, you have a 19 damage? How do you have 2d8 damage as a summoner?
It's a rapid shot. I mean, it's
you
a
mean
multi-shot. It's the mini shot.
Yeah, there we go. That's the correct one.
I do have
Say
rapid
that.
shot, but I have
That
mini
seems
shot.
really high. 19 and 13 is what? 32? And 15 and 15. And of course your holy does full damage. She's like, "Ah, I can't believe I became visible for this crap."
My toe broke to tactical retreat. The rest of the group got this.
Uh-oh. I got a server connection warning. Oh, there it went. All right, Grant.
Okay.
That's through a wall.
So she is currently visible, right?
Yes.
Swift action, smite evil, and then full attack.
Your smite goes through.
Damn.
Wow, that's embarrassing. So you fire your first arrow, and it like
God damn
goes
it.
right for her head, and she just tilts her head sideways and goes flying past. And she
Wait,
kind of brushes
how
her
many-
hair back. Oops.
That should be more attacks than that. Did I mess up that macro?
Wow, did you roll 1 on 3 attacks? 2 attacks? Holy cow, you got wrecked, son.
He did.
There
he
should
did.
be. Let's see. That should be my mini shot plus
You have
rapid
4
shot
attacks
plus
normally,
diff-
right? Yeah. You have 4 attacks looking back on your other stuff. Just roll another d20 plus. I'm guessing you used the
let's-
wrong macro, but it won't matter because you... Oh,
I think
that's
I-
why you're doing so much damage. You're including your paladin damage on the first shot, right?
2d8 plus
Oh.
2d6 plus 36.
Yeah, you did.
I would hope so.
Mhm.
I'm going to take that, and I'm going to minus 1 of the d8s from it, so 4. So you deal 63 damage to her with your 33 hit, because that's your first actual hit.
Mhm.
And you have one more attack that you...
I
24,
need to
19,
fix that
14.
macro. So
So 20,
what would they? Let's see. The last one would be at
10, 9. Be at 9.
9.
Uh, 20 will not hit.
Okay. All right. I need to go do some emergency repair on that macro. Figure out what's
Does
wrong
sound
with
like a
that.
wise idea. Okay, Simo.
I am very sorry, but you must die.
You think so?
If we keep shooting her
I
with
need to
arrows
see
like
if
we're
I
doing.
can. I need to see if this is actual dick move shit. Are you going to? Let's see here. What's the thing that lets you ignore concealment? That's improved precise shot, right?
Yes.
So you ignore AC bonus and the miss chance granted 2 targets by anything. Okay, so it only takes away the miss chance of targets. You're within 30 feet, so you are going to need to make your roll versus her gaze. But you will get the mischance to it, even though... What the fuck? Really? A 48? A 48.
Remember, he has the necklace.
You don't even
He's got the
bother
necklace.
slowing down at this point. You're like, oh, my elbow's acting up a little bit. Good thing I did some calisthenics this morning, because monk. You absolutely fucking pin her to a wall. Like Hollywood style, she staggers back like 3 steps, and she's like, I guess I'm dead. I'll see you tomorrow. And then she falls over bleeding.
Good job, team. Way to penetrate her.
Really? No. Nope.
Think about how many arrows we shot her with.
Nope.
He does not need this channel getting shut down.
Yep.
Again.
I'm already going to be deep enough shit running Pendragon with all of its women can't be knights bullshit.
You could always change it up.
I did change it up. I had Kim play a female knight. It did not go well. She nearly killed Brandon like 4 times. Although in Kim's defense, one of those times Brandon said, I'm a big warrior and she's a little girl. I'm not going to need a shield. And then she proceeded to literally like cut him in half. He's like, I'm going to pick this table up and use it as a shield now. Okay? I want to emphasize, like 4 or 5 times I had NPCs walk up and be like, "You're definitely going to want to take a shield." You know, you don't
What
want to
game
fight
is
her
this?
when it's Pendragon. So
And
Kim's character went insane. Basically, she tried to call upon one of her deeper passions, and failed horribly. And the only way to knock a knight out of such passion without waiting like a whole year is to force them into a fight. And Brandon was like, "Oh, I'm just gonna go with, like padding, like my hunting outfit with no armor and no shield, and I'll slap her across the face and that'll pull her out of it." And I was like, "That's not how it works." He's like, "But that's how my character thinks it works." And I was like, "Your squire comes up to you with your shield and says, 'Please, will you not take this?'" Yeah. Did that 4 or 5 times. So that is the story of how he used the table as a shield for 12 rounds.
Because he's getting that butt whoop.
I can't wait for Pendragon. Speaking of which, to anyone watching the channel, I'm hoping to pull Pendragon out in February after we finish Uninspire. I think 2 people want to play, and 2 people have expressed interest, and I'm looking for more. So if you are looking to play, send me a message on Twitch or hit me up on Twitter at APGamingREAL. It's going to be Pendragon 5.1 following the Great Pendragon campaign. And I should probably stop shamelessly promoting it in the middle of this Pathfinder Society session. But, yeah, what do you guys do now that you've defeated the evil, obviously a Medusa? No one actually bothered to identify it.
That because we kept playing pushing it. It's like arrows.
We
arrows,
search.
arrows.
It was dead.
Yeah. Perception
We search.
checks. Search.
Yeah. I'll take off my smoke goggles because that wasn't even worth putting on.
Okay,
Simo will leave his on.
You search, you find that the Medusa is wearing a +4 braces of armor and a +1 shocking burst longbow. Everybody else is a statue. So, yeah.
I actually can use those bracers unless you guys need
Take
it.
them.
Take him, already got
So I can
messages.
stop casting this mage armor every single time.
Free loot.
Yeah, absolutely. Help yourself.
Okay, braces of armor on. Great, no more mage armor. Yay.
I guess we search over the area real quick and be like, quick search. Any
Okay.
secret cashiers?
This is a very big area. It's a maze, right?
Yep.
It's huge.
Well, this area is kind of, isn't it cut off because of the pocket dimension thing?
Are there any tracks leading towards where we're headed, according to this map?
Question: if we
You
call the
do
Medusa,
find a trail leading north.
All right.
Easily.
Come
If we
then.
call it the-
Let's not let the trail go cold.
There are a number of side paths if you would like to explore them.
nah. Plus, quick note: if we call it the Medusa head, do we get it as a weapon?
That's not how it works. Nor
Gotta
can
be-
you store in a Freedy head in a jar and use it as a battery. I don't know if anyone's going to get that reference.
Before my time.
No, it's not before your time. That just happened. Standard Action Season 3 is now out. Shamelessly plugging something else. Standard Action is hilarious. And now that they teamed up with the guys who did the Gamers, it's now super excellent. They have a Badger that is a Barbarian. And an Elven Barbarian. So good.
Is it as broken as the Fox Barbarian?
The Badger Barbarian, they basically let it go out and solo the big bad guys while they're all fighting some lieutenant. But
if
it's
this
like
takes,
a show. It's not like like this. It's like an actual like a skit that they put on or something,
Right.
or a movie. Yeah, that's probably better to just say it's like a movie because it's like a movie.
Well, we are proceeding north.
Yep, I am currently resizing your characters because I accidentally made them too large to fit into squares, but too small to be large size.
Well,
And I need
that could've
everyone to
gone
put their
bad.
vision types into chat and what sort of light sourcing they're doing.
Are we out of the maze?
At some point, you will eventually exit the maze into a dark cavern.
When we do
Dark
this-
Vision 60.
Simo will put on his opaque goggles once again.
Okay, which lets you do what?
Goggles of night. Dark vision 60 feet.
Okay. Right.
Remember, Zillow's the handicapped one.
Okay. Oh, did Jesse turn that on? That's why this map lags so much. There we go. Okay. Eventually, the Red Raven's trail leads through a winding, leafy corridor of the maze of the open road until it comes to a solid oaken door mounted on what otherwise appears to be a dead end. The winding tunnel opens onto a high platform overlooking an enormous chamber lit by distant torches and small clumps of phosphorescent fungi. A relatively flat floor, about 20 feet below, falls away into a black abyss at the center of the huge chamber, bridged by a thin natural span at the center of the room about 40 feet away. Several torches light the bridge, illuminating a tall human warrior in red plate. You can see him now, pacing nervously, sword in hand. You can just make out the forms of archers on the far ledge. Revealing the archers now.
I'm assuming it took us longer than an hour to get here.
I'll have to look it up. Let me finish reading this. You can just make out the forms of archers along the far ledge, lurking in the shadows. Suggests that there are several skulking humanoids somewhat larger than the average man near you. Immediately east of your high platforms, about 20 feet... I'm sorry. The map is for some reason reversed. Jesse decided to flip it, so it's actually west of you. Immediately west of your position, 20 feet below, is a pool of dark liquid, perhaps fed from some natural spring. So you do see this warrior fiddling with a his sword and some sort of ring on his finger. And as soon as you walk in, there are two creatures speaking to each other in Goblin that notice... I'm guessing Zello has light spell on, so they both notice. And does anyone speak Goblin?
I don't.
Okay. So you don't speak Goblin. They both start approaching you. And the man on the bridge calls out, and he's like, "Who's there? Show yourselves, cowards!"
I accidentally knocked myself out. I'm coming back in.
I will hit myself with my wand of shield. Simo.
Grant will answer the challenge as befits a arbiter of the law. I'm Grant Camisar, Paladin and Hell Knight. Who goes there?
And so you hear a voice in the back of the room. He steps into the torchlight and says, "Oh, you look familiar to me now that I can see you in the light. You are those Pathfinder cowards who murdered our master, the great and honorable Red Raven. Tekko, kill them all!" And Tekko's like, "No, I will hold to honor. I will face them in one-on-one combat like a man." And he says, "No, guards, don't!" And the two creatures begin charging at you guys. This is always a bit weird to me, but that this would happen this way. We're missing someone.
It's me. I'm coming back in. It's just
Okay.
taking its sweet time getting to where it needs to be.
It took Simo 3 tries with this magic wand. So my first 2 turns will be taken up by doing that.
You didn't just do it before you entered the room? Yeah, because there was a door.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
I figured you probably did that before you walked in.
Oh, so I can
Good.
large person before I go back in?
Yeah, sure. You guys pre-buff before you enter rooms all the time.
Yay, shield for everybody.
Pretty much established that you guys just like use wand charges like they're nothing, which at your level I guess is true.
Yeah.
I just
So
want to
would that
emphasize
include?
what's happening. The guy on
Would-
the bridge says that he will duel someone in your party one-on-one. Kale the Callistrian is in the back mocking you guys in Galton, and generally being very French, fake French. And these guards up front, these semi-humanoids, are charging you against orders.
All right. So
Let's talk this out. First of all, we need Grant. Can you talk to them? Try to calm this situation out.
well, Zello goes first. We're in
Okay.
initiative.
Okay. Oh yeah, I got roll initiative.
We still don't have.
There you go. 21.2. Sorry.
Okay, Zello.
How long does it take to intimidate? I know diplomacy takes minutes.
Intimidate is a standard action.
Okay.
Intimidate can't force them out of the fight. You should know that.
Okay, then never mind. I was like, gonna have Zello Broke
Yeah.
step up and say, stand down.
Intimidate will make them shaken, but it will not force them out of a fight.
Broke will step forward and I guess attack if one of them actually hit him. Ready action to hit him. It's like, I will defend myself if they attack me, as he kind of sticks out his cheek.
Okay? They both immediately move into attack.
Mm.
Will you take AOs?
No, I'm waiting for them to hit me first.
Okay, then they move up to you and begin beating you with shining morning stars. They also begin hollering, and they're just like, "Ooga! Ooga! Rock, 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 rock." Oops.
Oh my god, I can't beat that AC.
They both miss horribly.
Okay. And I shout out, you call this honorable combat?
He says, "I said I would face you. The guards are not under my command."
So can we kill them?
No, do not kill them. What kind of maniac are you?
They're killing my friend.
Don't you know how to knock somebody out? For real.
Well,
Seriously. That's
we're
kind of
hobos.
fucked up, man. So what are you doing? I think you said you were taking a ready action to attack if they attacked.
You know what? He'll take non-lethal. Take a negative for that.
Okay.
You know what? Non-lethal. See, we're playing with soft paws.
Which one are you hitting? North or south?
North.
Okay. And non-lethal for 22. Your holy damage does seem to go through. And when the holy damage hit, this creature like pulls its arm back and is like. All right, DD.
Actually, Grant goes before me. Because I'm large, my
I see.
initiative goes down by 1. So.
All right, Grant.
All right. Well, Grant speaks out. Violation of honorable combat, violating the parley. This violation of the laws of war will not stand, and he will full attack. And
The man on the
As a
bridge calls
hellbent.
out again and says, "They don't speak our language. They have no idea what's happening right now. You're intruders here."
I'm trying to decide whether, as a Hell Knight, I would be forgiving or not. Yeah, you know what? It seemed like the evil was kind of their thing. I'm not sure if he's forgiving, so that's lethal.
Very well. The first 2 shots take this guy out. He is knocked unconscious. The third
next one.
shot, do you have any way to negate both the cover and the...
Improve precise.
and you have regular precise as well?
Yep.
Okay, so that should do it. So 17 will hit because there's no penalties. And that's 29 and 26. Okay, Dee Dee.
Dee Dee's gonna delay.
Okay.
Oh, as a free action, Grant, talk to them, please.
Simo.
Simo
As a free
will
action,
move.
Grant will yell back. When they stop attacking me, I will speak with them.
Don't worry, they will stop
So-
attacking soon.
to there, and I will attack this one.
Okay.
Non-lethally, right?
Attacking non-lethally.
Yes.
Okay. Yep, that shot hits. Alright, you knock him out. The man on the bridge says, "Now, it seems we can get down to business and speak normally." And Kale is in the back and says, "No! I will never negotiate." And the man on the bridge pulls out his sword and says, "Quiet, Kale. You are a coward. All you can do is steal swords from unarmed peasants." And Kale kind of holds up the pale maiden and says, "I have it now. I am the greatest thief of Ergelt." And Tico says, "You are a coward, Kale, and that is why I'm in command here." Why
He
don't you-"
killed those peasants.
He says, "I executed enemies of the revolution. They were terrified of my amazing powers and of our world of wonder. It was awesome. I remember you were trying to hide invisibly. You are the real coward, summoner in the back.
So,
You look ridiculous. Your whole party can see in the dark because of their race, and you are like standing out like a light. You could have totally snuck up on us if only you had bought a single potion of dark vision. It's so stupid.
so
We are standing here on a bridge with torches all around us, for real."
I kind of shrugged
So-
my shoulder.
Grant will move forward and say, "Well, we have your... Now that we are again able to parley, who are you and what do you want?"
He says, "My name is Tico. I am a servant of the Red Raven, and I have been charged with defending this bridge against intruders. However, I am an honorable warrior. I will face one of you in one-on-one combat, and my friend will face the remaining members of your party. If you defeat both of us individually during this challenge, you may pass this bridge and face what you will."
Very
of
well,
course.
Tico. I accept your challenge.
Very well. Step forward. You will want to be on the bridge with me when we begin.
I like to say, shouldn't Broke lead the way on this one-to-one combat?
Broke is a beast.
He is a sentient being from a different dimension.
Yeah, he's not one of us.
You
What are you
want
talking about?
Dee Dee to do this?
Oh, we
Up
could
to you.
pick Dee Dee. Dee Dee could do it.
So Tico just like resheathes his sword and like claps it and like holds it in like a ready position, and he's like, "Do you need to take a moment, Paladin, to sort out who will face me?"
What are the rules of this combat?
He says, "I will face you with my longsword and fight one-on-one against whoever will fight me on the bridge. And my friend will face the remaining 3 or 4 of you."
That doesn't sound very fair.
I
Now,
assure
will
you,
you-
it will be extremely honorable.
You
We'll
and
be
I-
well matched.
You and the person you're facing is one-on-one, so your friend will not be attacking us. Attacking the one that's fighting you.
So that is correct. My friend will ignore you, the person facing me in honorable combat, and instead honorably engage the rest of you. I assure you, he is a match for you.
I don't know. He ran away last time.
He looks
Yeah,
over his shoulder and kind of shrugs his shoulders.
You want me to do
Grant
it?
will speak
I'll
and says, "I, as a knight and paladin, I accept this challenge.
Well,
The rest of you may
Grant.
face him."
Okay?
You know what, Grant? I believe in you. Kick his butt.
So Grant, he indicates for you to like step into this square here, and he'll step on the other, side so that there's space between you. And then he draws his sword and goes through like a very fancy series of attacks, and says, "The rest of your party should arrange yourselves how they may." And he turns back towards Kale and the 2 archers and says, "Do not interfere, no matter what happens. if you need to attack them once I have stopped defending the bridge, I cannot stop you, Kale, but you are a coward, and you are not worthy of the attention of the Red Raven. And Kale just like waves the pale maiden around. He's like, I am the current holder of this artifact. I am the greatest in the world, and you are a little girl, Tico. He's just like purposely attempting to provoke Tico. Are the rest of you all where you want to be for the beginning of this fight?
Well, we can't fight them until they get done with their fight, right?
If
Or just
that's what
happens-
you believe, then yes.
It'll just happen simultaneously. Okay,
Everyone's where they want to be?
I guess.
Okay.
No. Tell me how high the ceiling is and all that good stuff.
Interesting. I don't know if it mentions it in here.
Default 20
So-
feet.
I know I am by far not the best person to do this, but I think in character he totally would.
Yeah, in
So-
character.
So
We'll see how
there's
this
some
is gonna work.
intelligence that you have too here. I mean, you're on a narrow bridge and you're using a bow.
I'm going to say it's 20 feet tall in here because it does not mention it.
Alright, I will be 10 feet up. Do I have to recast Wand of Enlarged Person before they fight? I mean, is there...
Probably. There was a lot of talking.
Okay, I recast it, and I
Okay.
recast Shield. And is this black thing in front of me give me complete cover, or how's it work?
That's a hole.
Oh, that's a hole?
It's like
Oh,
a
okay.
5-foot pit.
There's nothing that gives me cover at all, is there?
That's correct. There's nothing covering you.
Okay.
Okay, so let me describe the bridge to you. A thin, natural stone bridge spans the dark chasm at the center of the cavern. A row of guttering torches on either side of the bridge cast the span into bright light. And Tico says, "In a moment our duel shall begin. Might I ask your name, sir?"
Grand Kazuma.
And he kind of like gives you a sword salute and says, "I've trained with Aldori sword lords, Absalonian spell lords, and the finest fighters from all around the world. I am honored to make your acquaintance. I am Tico of the Red Raven's retinue." And then he takes the ring and he like snaps his fingers, and an enormous creature rises from beneath the bridge and says, "I am Zaliax. What is your request, my master?" And Tico waves towards the rest of the party and says, "Fight them honorably. Do your best not to incinerate their bodies. The Red Raven may wish to interrogate them afterwards." And the Phoenix says, "Yes, master. I must do what you say."
Well then,
That became a thing.
Gargantuan's 4 spaces, right? There we go.
Yes.
that sounds right.
Now it's properly sized.
Well, that's big.
Can you guys see the aura that's coming off of it?
No.
No.
No,
Okay. You should be able to now.
Oh God.
now I can.
Fire!
This Phoenix on fire.
There's a good chance that we might die.
Okay, so as you guys are like doing whatever, it begins sweeping its eyes over you, and it says out loud, it's like analyzing, using detect magic, checking your current spells.
Get ready for dispel.
Wait a second, is it going first or we are?
The Phoenix is going first.
29. That's going
25, yeah.
first.
Oh, okay.
Let's see here. So it's gonna fly forward to catch most of you in the thing. DD, are you currently raged? Okay.
No, because I haven't started yet, so.
Then it flies to just outside your reach and begins firestorming. And I think it can catch everybody. Yeah, it definitely can catch everybody.
Is it catching me?
No.
Okay.
So
wondering based
like
on that
fire columns of fire just start rising out of the floor everywhere, like all across this place. There's like several hundred, easily 200 cubic feet of fire, because it can make like 15 10 by 10 cubes of fire. And I need everyone to make a reflex save.
Holy crap.
Yeah, two 10-foot cubes per level, so yeah, it can make a lot of fire. Let's see here. The save is... Uh-oh. I think it's
You
DC
say reflex?
24. Yep. 24. Did anyone fail?
Oh, I'm not in it.
Yes, you are.
Never mind. Oh.
Like I said, it's setting the entire side of your guys' side of the cavern on fire. Every square is currently
Okay.
a pillar of flame.
Okay.
Oh, I
Yes.
thought it was in that red spot.
No, that's its aura. It's actually going to smoke you guys with that aura in a moment. DD's
Oh, okay.
going to be making additional saves.
Okay, let me make saves then.
You said 2 fort saves, right?
Yes. No, it's
Is it
just one
fort save?
reflex. One
One
reflex
reflex.
save.
Okay. So it's a 24.
Okay.
I'm
you're
reconsidering doing a reroll for this one.
good. Okay.
Yeah, let's just go ahead and do a reroll until I find out how much damage this is, and 2 stars, so at +2 this.
Okay.
So 26
Great.
total.
So Zello, both of you guys are going to take full on this, I think, right? Oh,
I have
you do
a-
some weird thing where you break yours down. Yeah.
Mine's like a 32. Broke's, what's the name of it?
An 11.
11.
Okay. It is 63 fire damage, save for half. And
What did I say for half?
DD, you need to make an additional reflex save versus the... Oh, it doesn't start until your turn. Okay, that's fine. Which is right now, so you need to make a reflex save. As you start your turn, and the Phoenix is currently radiating off a wave of flame. And it hits you right in the face.
Alright.
Okay?
That's my
you
additional
easily, like,
save.
You throw it off of you, like, you see this flame, it's like on your arm, you just, like, brush it away. Get, like, this
Okay.
napalm off of you.
Okay. My turn, right?
Yep.
I guess swift action, snake style, move action, pull out a scroll of protection from energy and cast it.
Okay. Let me see if the Phoenix has spellcraft. It almost certainly does. It does not. Okay, what energy are you protecting yourself from?
Fire.
Okay, alright. Well, that's going to be kind of obvious. So
Yeah.
you cast it. You're
Yeah,
in
scrolls
reach.
are minimum level, right? So it's 5th level, right?
You're in
Is that-
reach of it when you pull out your scrolls, so it's going to get an
Oh, I'll step 5. Well, I'm sorry. If I do that, I would step back 5 foot like that.
Okay, that's good. Alright.
And then I cast it.
Alright. It should be noted its aura range is also its reach range. So if you're within the aura, you can be reached.
I think I'm fine there, right?
Simo.
I'm sorry.
That's pretty incredible.
Is protection from energy is a 5th level spell, so it's caster level 5. Okay, gotcha.
You should get, like, not a lot
60.
out of it. Yeah.
Well, 60 isn't bad.
Sure.
12 times
Not
5.
bad.
Yeah. No. Okay.
So, burn it fast, if you will.
Simo.
Simo will flurry.
Oh, free action, I
taking a
rage.
Okay.
Perfect strike at him.
Okay.
Perfect strike, key strike.
Yep. Spend an extra key for an extra attack.
Let's see here. You're gonna miss some of your shots. The 26 and 27 miss.
Okay.
And tell me about your weapon.
It is a +5 bow.
Okay, so you should deal full.
Elysium bronze.
Okay.
That strikes me as a magical beast. Although, maybe an outsider.
It is a magical beast.
Okay. So I get a +1 to hit and +1 to damage.
One of your misses will turn into a hit in that case.
Yay.
Minus 30, and then you'll get 5 more damage from your magical beast. So it starts shedding like enormous piles of flame out of it, and it says, "Ugh, I do this for you, master."
I'm gonna take a 5-foot step.
Okay, Tico simply stands there, turns toward Grant, and salutes and says, "I will wait for you to not be flat-footed before I attack," and goes into delay. And because he can't come out of delay before you flat-foot, Grant, he's actually going to delay until after you, hoping that
Wow.
you'll be honorable enough to still give him first strike. Solo.
Zello will now fly to the ground. That's not flat. Is this a flat surface around here, or
Yes.
is this like... Okay, cool. I fly down there, hovering, I guess, a few feet above the ground.
Okay.
I tell Buddy next to me, I'm gonna bubble again when it attacks us, and hold your action till after I bubble. But as my standard action, I'm gonna cast haste on these two guys.
So the Phoenix says, "I can hear you. I speak
Yeah.
your language. I'm not..."
Yeah, I'm okay with this.
Okay. He
Either
makes
way,
the
you're
same recollection that the guy from Firefly did. He's like, "I am not a moron. I am, of course, wearing full body armor."
Okay, Broke will now pounce. Broke's going in. Fort to save?
You're gonna provoke an AOO when you move in.
Yep.
There's no fort save. It's only a reflex if you start in its aura.
Okay.
Okay, so it will... It will bite. Unfortunately, it can't power attack when it's on its turn. Actually, it doesn't even have power attack, so...
Yeah.
No fucks given. And it bites... 29 to hit.
Misses.
Okay.
Broke will now full round attack. Let me see. Ooh, there's a crit somewhere in there. I'm pretty sure the Holy probably, unless it's the Evil Phoenix, does a 35 confirm.
What the hell just happened? Why am I looking at a giant wall of stuff?
Yeah, did you hit your macro twice?
Oh, you're
Yeah,
trying to
because I
confirm the critical.
Because it confirmed, yeah.
The holy does no damage.
But does a 35 confirm the crit?
Yes.
Yes. Go Broke.
It's 20 minus 20. Okay, so the Phoenix explodes and just a fiery outline of it is left.
Woo! Combat 1!
Good job.
And my plan didn't have to be used, so take that, Phoenix.
Oops.
What do I know about Phoenixes? Let me see. Knowledge check.
They come back.
Is that high enough?
Grant, what would you like to do?
All right. So, Grant makes a nod acknowledging the honor of his opponent and says, "Thank you for your great honor, sir." He will... Let's see, can I do a swift action and otherwise delay? Or do I have to?
Nope. If you take any action at all, you can no longer delay.
All right.
I know it's rough.
In that
It's a hard
case,
choice, Paladin. What will you do?
I will take only defensive actions. So I will try a Smite Chaos, and then I will full defense.
Your Smite Chaos does not work.
All right, just checking.
Okay. And he moves in towards you with his longsword out and says, "I appreciate your honor, sir. I will do my best to not kill you and to simply leave you on the ground." And moves in with a power attack. What is your AC?
With full defense, it is 39.
Okay.
Go.
Plus 21 minus 4 is 17, and 12. Okay, so he gets a close hit on you early on, but his other attacks are just kind of bouncing off of you at this point. It seems like
Okay.
he's a really good fighter, but he can't match your heavy armor. And that oh, right, you didn't delay, you took defensive
I didn't
actions.
delay. Took defense.
Didi.
Simo will say it's a free action. DD, delay.
Delay.
Okay, Simo.
Alright, I will move over to Didi, and as a standard action, I will use 2 points of key to Dimension Doris to here. Right next to Kaylin.
Okay. You place yourself, and then Dee Dee will appear in any square next to you. You're gonna put yourself in a pit. Okay, Dee Dee, where would you like to show up at?
How about right there? Because that's
Okay.
all I need.
All right. And so when you guys do that, Tico cries out and he says, "Cowards! You have broken our deal." And he turns toward Grant and says, "Is this how you fight? By breaking rules?"
Simo.
Simo, how could you?
He didn't say nothing about teleporting over the side.
Well,
We
because
have
the
not
specific
attacked.
instructions from Tico was to stop anyone who crossed the bridge. You
We-
basically activate the other half of the room.
Simo.
We didn't cross the bridge. What's the problem?
Sure, I mean, you physically didn't cross the bridge.
We kept our word.
Grant is scowling incredibly hard at the rest of the party.
What are you scowling at me for? I
Right.
didn't do nothing.
Dee Dee, you can see that Kale and both the Scallywags are like completely shocked that you would break this honorable agreement after agreeing to the duel.
No,
You
okay.
teleport over here, and Kale is like, "What the hell? What is wrong with you?" Well, I
We
will
will-
enjoy completely smacking your booty.
I raised my hand. Give us the opportunity to go back. I did not know this was what was going to happen.
He says,
I'll be happy to go back over to the other side.
"Okay, I am going to ready some actions, and if in 6 seconds you are not on the other side, we will shoot you in the face."
Okay.
Solo.
Ella was like bringing out the wand, trying to heal himself. It's like, ow, ow, my face, ow. Let me use this.
Damn it, Simo. Come on.
Okay,
Let me use my magical device, see if I can get this to work.
all right.
Hey, Didi, you didn't go.
Oh yeah, did my 25 knowledge check know what a
Oh,
phoenix
yeah.
Let's see here. It's 10 plus. You can ask one question about a phoenix.
is? I'm not sure what to. Special abilities. I want to know about that damn
It
flame
can
strike.
self-resurrect after a short time and come back to life.
So, when your friend comes back, is he going to attack us again?
He says, "Of course! Why else would you have a phoenix if it does not come back to life and, continue the beatdown?"
But we beat it in combat.
That was part of... Oh, I'm sorry, this is Tico, so he's not space French. He goes, "That was part of the deal. You would fight my friend. My friend is not defeated. He's coming back. You have foolishly divided yourselves. I'm afraid that you may be in some serious trouble." Is there anything else you'd like to do, Zello?
I like to retire.
That's why you're doing this arc, right?
Yeah, 2 days away from retirement. About to die.
You tried to get out, but they pulled you back in.
Yeah. I'm done.
All right,
My
Grant.
thing didn't
Things
work.
are going crazy all around you. You know, the Phoenix is coming back. Your friends are teleporting. People are breaking deals.
I say, I apologize sincerely for my friend's conduct. I will 5-foot step and then full attack.
Oh, you're using your bow, right?
Yes.
Okay. Let me check if he has step up. That would be fucking hilarious. He does not, but it would have been awesome.
All right.
Wow. Your critical is the only thing that hits. Everything else he blocks with his shield.
Sounds like I will need to adjust my shooting tactics. All right,
You
so
confirm that crit.
going to confirm that is the second one. So count the second one.
36 will confirm, and I'll take the damage under it. So 19, 14, and 23.
Dang, look at all those 20s.
Okay, so he says, "A good hit! A solid blow. But There is one thing that I should have told you beforehand, good paladin.
You are not left-handed?
I am not left-handed, and he swaps hands and stops power attacking.
Oh,
The
God.
cliffs of insanity!